Madara Uchiha ain't nothing to fuck with. Naruto Shippuden episode 322 is the first time in a long time that I fanboyed over a Naruto Shippuden episode. The animation. Oh my god. They finally got on board and got that animation that is like 11 out of 10. The animation in this episode was absolutely gorgeous. Everything about the animation was fluid, beautiful. Best animation we've had in Shippuden in probably, literally, years. The animation was just amazing. Studio Period made us wait a long time with a great outcome. Because this episode's animation, flawless. Flawless, the animation. Intent of this episode, in my opinion, was to showcase just how much of a god-like being Uchiha Madara truly is, and job well done. He kicked so much ass in this episode. Even the filler scenes where he's just kicking all the fodder ass added to the badassery of him, and it was done well. Because sometimes when you see like fodder getting their asses kicked, it's like, eh. But this was to showcase just what type of being he is. There is like literally hundreds of these nameless shinobis coming at him all at once, and he just keeps on slaughtering them. Left, go, 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 go. They throwing kunais, bam, catches him in midair. The CG even that they use in this episode, which I'm not a big fan of CG to be honest with you, it blended in and made it even that much more awesome. They did what they set out to do in this episode, and it's like, what are you dropping the meteors in this episode? It's like, oh, I dropped one. Oh, you weren't satisfied with that meteor? I drop another one on you, yo. Best episode of Shippuden in probably like a year or two. In probably like 2 years, best episode of Shippuden. Because it gave you what it set out to do, and that was to showcase the craziness and the true strength of Uchiha Madara. Dropping meteors. Meteors! And then in beautiful animation. Can you ask for anything more out of a Naruto Shippuden episode than what we was delivered with 322? And then the music, that ominous music. I want to talk about that. It really fit the mood when they had that soundtrack. It was just mysterious, weird, and it fit perfectly. And then it even added mystery in the episode as well, where it keeps talking about how he was brought back even stronger than before. He looked down and there was something weird inside of his shirt. So it added to the mystery. Anime-only viewers, you probably are just like, what is going on? Why does he have the Rinnegan? Only problem with this episode. One problem with this episode, and unfortunately it was there, so I gotta call it, is that the Rinnegan scene was kind of spoiled. If you were looking at the episode closely, when he was fighting prior to the Rinnegan activation scene, they slipped up and they added in a scene of him having the Rinnegan for a moment, and at first I was like, oh, so they're skipping the big revelation a bit? And then it went back to him having the Sharingan. So that was the only inherently wrong part of the episode, was that. But it was so minor, but still I had to call it, because it was like, it kind of ruins, in a way, the big revelation of like he has Rinnegan. And it probably made anime only viewers say, whoa, 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 and pause the episode and look at that and say, is that, you know, so it kind of ruins that in a way. But it wasn't that big of a deal, because at the end of the day, it was still freaking awesome. Still a crazy revelation when he did do it. But I wish that just wasn't there. That was only like maybe about 5 seconds of frame time that, you know, if they would have took that out, it would have just been so much more, flowed so much better with the big revelation anyway. Tsuchikage gets his ass fucked up, rightfully so, because this is Uchiha Madara, people. Get used to it. Gaara, Tsuchikage thought they had stopped that meteor. I'm gonna throw another one on you motherfuckers. See if you like that. Craziness. And again, the mystery stuff, which is probably even, I don't even know which one I like more, the battle aspects of the episode or the actual mysteries, where Kabuto was like, oh yeah, I made a lot of good guesses, right? And like, you know, he's just regarding the stone tablet, exactly what does he know, makes you question even more. Damn, yo, him and Orochimaru really did their research if they could get some information from the stone tablet. And even seeing that part where he was referencing the fight that Madara had with Hashirama back in the day, I was like, can they just please play it? Just play the fight real quick, because it was just looking so badass. Overall episode, in a nutshell, I want to break it down basically. 9.9. The only part of this episode that stops it from being a 10 was the one flaw that I mentioned earlier regarding the Rinnegan scene kind of being a little bit spoiled with the fact that they made a mistake. But other than that, animation, check. Perfect scened music, check. The music on point, check. Battles, check. Mystery, story development, check. Everything you need in an episode is provided. Best episode of Shippuden in a long, long, long time. Well, what do you guys think? First of all, Madara Uchiha. God or God? Like, can you say anything less? I mean, come on, it's Madara Uchiha. Love this freaking episode. Incredible. I really wish Shippuden would stay like this for a really long time to come because it was the best episode I've seen in a long time. Really long time. It was just amazing, incredible. Let me know what you think, guys, though. First of all, anime-only viewers, the mysteries. Why does Madara all of a sudden have Rinnegan? What power did he take from Hashirama that Kabuto said? What do you think it is? What did he do to obtain that power? Also, what do you think? Tsuchikage gonna die, not gonna die? And how are they gonna be able to stop Madara? Anime-only viewers, let me know. And manga readers, do you think that the anime did these scenes justice? I think the anime went above and beyond to make these scenes look incredible. I think it definitely outdid the manga in so many aspects, so many forms. Susanoo, baby, Susanoo wiping out everyone. Oh! Yes, that was my fanboy squeal. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for none other than Madara Uchiha, because he's a fucking god, a fucking boss, and I loved it. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.